Are you ready to unlock the secret to flawless, radiant skin? Then look no further than Even Melanin. It's formulated especially for melanated skin. Say goodbye to hyperpigmentation, signs of aging, acne, eczema, and other sensitivity problems. Even Melanin is your ticket to a flawless complexion, helping you even your melanin to the beautiful brown that God intended. So for your ticket to a flawless complexion, to even your melanin to the brown that you're supposed to have, go to evenmelanin.com. That's evenmelanin.com. Utilizing everybody's services because there's a lot of talented people out here and they want to chip in and help out with stuff. And, I got to get out this mindset. Well, I try to do everything by my damn self. When we have so many phenomenal brothers and sisters out here who can chip in and just get things popping. But for those who have not heard already, the screenings, what's up, Wani? I see you, beloved. The screenings that we were going to have for Microphone Check, they are all canceled. Yesterday, the screenings were going to pop off around the country, and our distributor canceled all of the screenings. So a lot of people got their refunds. People were ticked off. And this happened because of Joe Conzo, Puerto Rican photographer who tries to act like he's a hip-hop pioneer because he took pictures. Joe Conzo contacted, I found out he was contacting Amazon too. The reason why our film got off Amazon was because of him. I found that out this week too. He contacted the theater, the Quad Theater, and made a copyright claim. And we believe that it was done maliciously because here's the thing. The way it was done was real slick. And the theaters, they don't know, they don't know. When they hear somebody say, hey, there's a copyright claim, they're like, oh, they start sending up to the legal department, and things start getting heavy when there's an accusation like that, because that normally doesn't happen. Like my person up there, they were like, I've been working here for 20 years, this has never happened. But we got to understand how, when a black independent project like this is successful, we understand how the sabotaging happens. It's rare that you have a black independent project successful like that. So, the sabotaging is going to happen. So what happened? This is the deal. Joe Conzo, he's been feeling a certain way from day one, just about the whole premise of the film, telling the truth about Puerto Ricans' roles. So he's always felt a certain way about that. When we put up the trailer almost a year ago, we had a couple of his pictures in. So he immediately, you ain't gonna leave Puerto Ricans in there. You can't use Puerto Rican pictures. I said, hey man, okay. Hey man, even though this is all fair use, I'll take your pictures out. We took his pictures out of the trailer. So we were corresponding through DMs, and I asked him, I said, hey man, I took this picture out, that picture. Are there any other pictures that's yours? I don't want to use none of your pictures. And he was real vague. Yeah, there might be a couple of others, and, started changing the subject. So we do the movie, and I make sure I'm just meticulously going over everything to make sure no Joe Conzo pictures in the movie, because his whole narrative is that a hip hop movie can't get done unless you use his pictures. That's he took hip hop's baby pictures. That's his whole claim to fame. And I'm deliberately not using any of his pictures. In the film, unfortunately, 2 pictures slipped through the cracks because they were unattributed, because that's a lot of pictures that's been around for 30, 40 years. Sometimes they're in public domain, and sometimes they don't have any attribution to them. So there was 2 pictures that were falsely attributed to Charlie Ahern. 2 pictures. It was a picture of Cass and a picture of Charlie Ahern. And both of the pictures were used under fair use. So legally, we could still use them. But I didn't know they were his. I did not know they were Joe Conzo's. But legally, we could still use them because it's under fair use. But I'm still, if somebody has a problem about their images, I don't want to use them. So out of the thousands of pictures Joe Conzo has, two slip through the cracks. But that's not what the real issue is. Because the thing is, Joe Conzo, he would find this out and he never contacted me. Joe Conzo could have easily hit me up and say, "Hey man, those are two of my pictures in your film." Could have easily done that. He didn't do that because he knew that we would have had the lawyers just point out, this is fair use. It's called E&O. You get E&O insurance, errors and omissions insurance for documentary films, just in case a couple of pictures slip through the cracks. It's still legal to use them. It's not a copyright violation if they're used in a certain way. Now, Konzo knows this. He's very well aware of this. This is why he never reached out to me about it. But he was doing all of this backdoor stuff. See, that's why people are looking at it as being done malicious. And now, he talked to Sir Major earlier. Sir Major, you were in here. What did y'all talk about earlier? I heard that y'all spoke, but I don't know what y'all spoke about, Sir Major. What did y'all discuss earlier?
Yeah, man. So we talked about quite a few things, and we did two-part interview or a call. The first thing we talked about is that just as you said that you had it in the trailer, you took it out. Then he says you go back and you put it in. He said that he did call you about your nephew who passed away out of Detroit. He gave you some condolences or through messages or whatever.
Right, he did. Yes.
Okay, and I thought that was admirable.
Right.
He talked about that that you using his photos, that you did not pay him, that but he was more so. It was coming from the spirit of hating. He was calling you a pimp, Mac Daddy, pimp. He was talking about how you spent $10,000 to rent the studio or the theater out, how you crowdfunded over $100,000. He said so when you're selling this product and you're using his art, he was trying to make it look like it was coming from a creative spirit, right? And I'm just on the phone bullshitting. I'm trying to keep him on the phone longer to really just tell how you really feel.
Yeah.
And so he also identified as black. He says he's Afro Latino. Now this is the first that we've ever
Please,
heard of this.
please, 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 Lord, please,
So this was the first time we've heard of this. Okay, that he's now identifying as black. Uh,
please, go ahead,
so then
man.
we he also talked about how he has no beef with you, that you just you have a problem with him and you have a problem with Latinos, so he doesn't want you to use the artwork. So I just said, listen, we'll pay you. I'll pay you. I'll cut a check today. We'll pay you for the images. Oh no, this is not about money, blah blah blah. So I asked him straight up, what does your lawyer say about this? Referring to his lawyer. He says, well, who says I have a lawyer? So I looked at the Tariq. I've been working in the legal field for a while.
Yeah,
That letter, he crapped it up. I'm telling you, it came from Chat GPT.
of
How do
course.
I know that? Because I use Chat GPT too, right?
Hmm.
Now I can do my letters. You do the bones of your letter, and then you run it through Chat GPT. The same words that Chat GPT runs for other people, it runs for him, right? So he denied using Chat GPT. He also indicated that in your film that you use AI generated pictures, and you would type in the word "black kids hip hop b boy" or something like that, and you got AI generated, and this is on a recorded call.
Yeah,
So
and
he's
we have a lot of AI generated images in there. We do.
okay. So
Hmm.
he talked about that. He also stated that um, when I asked him what does his lawyer think about it, he says, "Now I'm going too deep. I'm digging too much. I'm asking too many really good questions." And the thing is this: he does not have a lawyer.
Hmm.
Tomorrow we're going to be doing a part two of this. I'm actually going to be reaching out to his attorney, Mr. Jason Fisher.
Hmm.
And we're going to get him on the call. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Tariq. First of all, you're protected by fair use. This is and this is where he kind of went into the call, but he stopped.
Yeah.
Is that this is not an entertainment film. This is a documentary
Right.
created to educate people and for created for criticism because this is a big debate on the floor about the origins of hip hop.
Absolutely.
In
Yep.
fact, Joe and Joe, both of them names are Joe, right? That's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. They're
Yeah.
both Puerto Ricans. But this is something that they initiated. They jumped into this ring. They threw their hat into this fire and said, I'm going to insert myself in this hip hop debate. And once you proclaim that, Tariq, now you're saying that you're jumping into this political sphere. And you already stated that you're a pioneer or a photographer and pioneer for hip hop. So now you are a public, you're an influencer. So
Hmm.
you're subject to the same rules of a Tariq Nasheed, a Sir Major, anyone in the spotlight. You people can criticize you, even if you weren't. You're in the private sector, but it's even more. It's better for you in your case because this guy has labeled himself to be a pioneer, and
Hmm.
so this film is critically acclaimed. There's going to be a lot of critics with their own opinion, and that's fine. So you're protected by fair use. We've already called an attorney. I called an IP attorney. I'm going to be calling more tomorrow just
Hmm.
to prove this, and beat a dead horse because sometimes I'll beat a dead horse, and
Yep.
that's okay. But yeah, so he basically substantiated your complaints or your position. This guy is really butthurt, and
Yeah.
he's butthurt that he feels excluded in our shit. And
Yeah.
so that's really what the basis of this was.
Exactly. My man. Thank you so much, Sir Major. Thank you.
My pleasure.
But yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Because the way he look, if he felt a certain way, this ain't about no intellectual property, none of that. Oh, my work is being used. Dude, there were two pictures that slipped under the radar that was attributed to somebody else that just happened to be his. So that's an errors and omission thing that's common in documentaries, and it's still under fair use. He could have easily hit me up, but he didn't because he knows that it's fair use. They waited. He waited 2 days before the premiere out here. He waited 2 days. And I think the timing of that was very deliberate because you send that bogus letter, and it's bogus because you know it's fair use and you know it's not a copyright infringement. He knew sending that letter 2 days before the premiere, we wouldn't have time to edit the pictures out. He knew that because the theater was telling us, hey, just, if there's some pictures, just edit them out. But I'm traveling. We don't have time to edit no pictures out in like a day and a half and then get it sent back here. We just don't have time. And that was very deliberate. That was extremely deliberate. And that was done, many people believe, in a very malicious way. And it was done out of hate. It ain't about no intellectual property and oh, your stuff is in my. It ain't that. The image is in there for like 10 seconds, and it's fair use. And people now out here in New York, especially some of these old school cats, they really feel a certain way about it. I've been getting hit up, calls. See, he made it bad for himself doing that because now these cats are looking at him real funny style now. And then he's trying to low key blame me. And look, I had my lawyer, I had my lawyer contact him and damn near force him to tell us what pictures were being used. When I found out he sent that letter to the theaters, I got one of my lawyers had an emergency call, and she sent him a cease and desist letter demanding to specify where, if we do have any of your images, specify what images they are. You can't just keep contacting theaters and retailers. You have to tell us what images you think we're using and how do they violate the fair use and how do they violate copyright. We had to get him, and then he responded and showed the pictures. I said, okay, we didn't know those were your pictures. That's an errors and omission situation. And it's fair use as well. You know that is fair use. Yeah? So this is a bunch of little technicalities on some hater ass stuff. That's all it is. And hey, you know what? They sabotaged the premiere, well, the nationwide screenings. So that was, many people believe that was the purpose, was to sabotage the screening because the film is getting so much traction. So many people are talking about it. People are talking Oscar and all of that. So I think he deliberately, and I think Cologne is in collusion with them too. I think Cologne, the colonizer, could possibly be in collusion with them too. Sitting up behind the scenes, plotting and planning, which is what a lot of people believe. Konzo, are you in here? You probably in here somewhere. What's up? I'm Henrietta Snacks. What's up, Aki? I ain't seen you in a minute, beloved. How you doing, Aki? But yeah, it was done. Many people believe it was done in a very malicious way. It ain't about no intellectual property. Again, they understand. He clearly understands that it's legal to use those images the way it's used under fair use. And he didn't contact me. He went on some backdoor stuff contacting theaters, and they don't give a damn. The minute they hear copyright, they start sending stuff up to the suits. And he knows that. So he knew what he was doing. They knew that, this was going to put a monkey wrench in the film. It was going to, they thought it was going to stop the momentum. Now more people are interested in the film. When people see that folks are this desperate to stop it, now more people are interested in it. Yeah. And we're going to simply email those little 2 parts out very easily, and then we're going to put it back on Amazon. Yeah. We're going to take those out, remix it, and put it right back up. So, we're going to get back on track with it. But family, this is the Black-Brown Coalition. We're the Black-Brown Coalition people. This is the Black-Brown Coalition, ladies and gentlemen. These guys out here acting like whole suspected white supremacists. They're acting like whole Karens. And, the letter of Konzo that he wrote, that he sent to the theater, it was Karenish. And he's using all these little code words. Like, I'm a retired fireman. I'm a respectable white man. Where's this Afro? He told Sir Major he an Afro Latino. Get the hell out of here. This dude is a whole white man. Straight up and down. Afro nothing. This is the actions of him and Derek Colon and people like that. All that is doing is proving what we've been saying. This is just proving everything that we've been saying. These cats are on some Karen tips. These cats are on some low-key anti-black racism, because the thing is, they have to glom off of our culture, and the minute we touch 5 seconds of anything they so-called own, they shut the whole block down. You see that? We're supposed to share everything with these people. Everything we get, they got to eat off of it. But we use 5 seconds of anything they own, even by mistake. The whole block gets shut down. You see that? Is that the coalition? That one-sided ass coalition where we got to feed everybody? Come on now. Oh man, speaking of feeding, T.S. Giselle is here. Good Lord. T.S. Giselle, did you get a makeover? What's going on with you? You look different. We haven't talked to you in a while. T.S. Giselle, hop on. T.S. Giselle, hop on. You look very different. Turn your microphone on.
Oh, it's so I don't know what the conversation is about, and you're right. I do look different because, the TS just got flued out to an extravagant, illustrious vacation in the city of Paris. And
Oh, you're in Paris?
honey, the TS and my sponsee shut the Champs-Élysées down. These FBA girls can't even spell Champs-Élysées, honey. Custom bags only sold at the flagship store in Paris. And
Uh-oh.
if you check the Jumbotron booth, the Queen stays with a receipt. I don't know what the topic is. I only came to say I just got done running up uh, a French African man's credit card on Champs Elysees, and you FBA girls could never. So big bad wear. Bloop.
Okay, so now okay, so the hotel. So the hotel room smells like Jollof and Bussy. But okay, knock yourself out, Mr. Zulu. All right, let's get Mr. Zulu in the building. Hold on, Mr. Zulu, hop in, sir. Mr. Zulu in the building. Hop in, Mr. Zulu.
Tariq, Nasheet, you piece of shit. What's up?
Okay. Why I got to be a piece of shit, nigga? Why I got to be that?
Because you're an agent of chaos. You're a beta male.
Now, how am I a beta male and you the one who
I
fled?
mean, look at the suit. You got a red velvet tie. Ain't
I
nothing
got
awful about that.
I got a who tie?
A velvet tie,
No, no, that's
like
your
a
dashiki.
beta.
That's your dashiki. So what's
The
going on
hell
with you?
no. The hell no. I would never put that bullshit on.
Yes,
You
you
look
do.
like you have manners. You look like a well mannered young man.
Yes, I am. And you look
Yeah.
like you got musty. You're
Nah,
well
I
musty.
look like an alpha male if you can't tell.
All right. Yes, you are.
I'm 6'5", 250 pounds.
All right. Now you
My
big,
dreads
tall,
hang
and
all the way down to my knees.
I'm tall, dark, and handsome, and you big, buff, and musty. All right.
And
You do what?
is
There you go. All right,
what's
Mr.
it to
Zulu.
you?
Anything constructive, Mr. Zulu?
Yes, I have some constructive shit to say.
Go ahead.
Is stop stealing people's money to buy cheap suits.
Well,
Like you're stealing all the FBA donations to buy cheap suits and velvet ties. Should be ashamed of yourself, young man.
okay. There you go, Mr. Zulu. Yeah, let's have
Exactly.
you.
It's Mr. Zulu to you, fuck nigga.
Okay, let's have you work on.
Respect it.
Let's have you work on your wit, Mr. Zulu. You just saying a bunch of profanities. That's not going to cut it. You got to work on your routine. All right, we got a lot of folks in the building. We got a lot of people in the building, and shout out to New York. I'm in the lovely New York. I wish I could have been with the New York family last night. I wish I could have been kicking it with the New York family and chilling with the New York family or tomorrow night, rather. I'm sorry. I mean, tomorrow night. I got stuck in D.C. yesterday, man. They kept canceling our flights, and then I had to stay another night. I'm ready to go back to the crib. I'm ready to go home. This agent guy, this the agent guy. Aren't you out here? Weren't you one the dude from Brooklyn who was talking crap, threatening me?
Oh yes, yes, yes. Where you at, bro?
I'm,
I'm trying to
I'm
link up.
yes, I'm in Manhattan. I'm over here in Times Square right now.
Oh yeah, send me that location. You and I need a face to face conversation.
Yes, we do. You can come on
Hmm.
through, and we can see what's going on with them peppercorn edges. So holla, let's make it.
I hear that. Also, I really came up here.
Okay, let me get some more people in here. All right, Big Louis Rosa in here. Big Louis Rosa in the building.
Hey, hey
What's up,
Tariq,
Louis? Yes.
say man, say man, like you still on that bullshit, brother?
What would that be, Big Louis?
Cause like, I mean, like, what's your beef with the Africans, bro?
Who's beefing with Africans? You know good and well nobody's beefing with no Africans. Why would
I
I beef
mean,
with an African?
I mean, I mean, shit, you know, like since you like the Godfather of this whole FBA shit, bro. You feel
Not
me?
really. You're not really, but go ahead. Why? No, no. Y'all stop saying people because y'all projecting. Nobody's beefing with Africans. You don't have anything to beef about. We're just doing some straightening. You and your people, you guys are very disrespectful sometimes, and we just have to do some straightening. Why do you think y'all can be so disrespectful and we're
Hey,
not?
whoa, 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 brother, 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 brother. Hear me out. I was born here. Dig what I'm saying? But I'm a
Okay, but
Pan
you
Africanist.
right, but
All right.
your family's not from here, sir.
I
Okay,
mean, going a couple back generations, you could probably say that, but
right.
yeah, type
But
shit.
don't be ashamed of where you're from. That's what we're
I'm not. I'm not. I'm loving it. Ba da ba ba ba. Dig what I'm saying?
saying. Now, where did your family leave from, sir? Where's your family?
I have a well, I have a great, well, I have a grandfather that ran from Jamaica, was swam from Jamaica during the whole transatlantic slave trade, and he moved to Florida, got with a Native American woman, bada bing, bada boom. Now I'm here.
There's somebody else in there who's foreign too, and not just the great grandfather. But anyway, work on your material. A lot of these guys got to get their material together. Let's get our sister Yoshi G in the building. Miss Yoshi G in the building. What's up? You
What's up? They playing, so I don't know if my question too serious or what.
go ahead. Yeah, yeah. They niggas be wanting attention. But yeah, go ahead, beloved.
Okay, so I've been working on my like family tree and ancestry today. And when I got to about 1820s, I ran across a record. We can't find a name. It just says one female 20-year-old slave. I'm assuming 1850 slave. That's all it says.
Yeah.
So does that mean that's like I can't get anything past that?
You probably can. I know the Mormons have records. They got baptismal records out there. Um, Look at, I know some of these places, they got purchase lists, because the thing is, these white supremacists kept meticulous records on the FBA people that they were enslaving, because they were making a lot of money. So they had to, they were getting taxed. They had to keep up with the records. So the records are out there. Just kind of look around, and like when I went down to Louisiana, you go to the plantations there, they got all the names and the records, where a person is from, if they came from Africa, if they brought them from Africa, if they were already a native foundational Black American. So some of these
Right. The only
plantations,
reason I found this is because the slave master married her, which would have been my fifth great grandmother, and she
mhm,
birthed all his only children, which became descendant of.
right, right. Um, do you have an ancestry.com account?
Yes, that's what me and my sister been working on today. And so far we've been able to get to about 1815 with census records that show Negro, Black.
Yeah.
Um
There are
the
some more elaborate DNA and ancestry tests that can be taken. I got to find out the links to those, but I keep you posted. My brother Randy Short is very good at that too, but I can keep you posted on that. Is Randy Short in here? Because I know Randy Short is very good at tracing back those genealogies. So yeah, the sister actually brings up a good point. I know a lot of us, because I on ancestry.com, I can go back to like 1750 something. So we need some of those websites where we can do more meticulous searches on our ancestry. The atavist, hop on, sir. The atavist in the building. Where you at, brother? Brother, the atavist. I'll try to get you on. You never.
Yeah, I'm right here.
There you go. You
Yeah,
got.
I'm right here.
There you go. What's on your mind, sir? The atavist. I'll try to get you on, brother. Your phone is never working correctly.
Oh, is it working now?
There it is. It's working now, sir. What's happening?
Okay. Two things. Just the general frustration of trying to get LA tickets to microphone check, and learning about that Puerto Rican fool. And then secondly, when I've been doing my family tree, when I got stuck around 1850 to 1830, I start specifically looking at property records, because that was when the domestic slave trade started really popping off, and I start finding a lot of families was getting sold from Virginia, Maryland, Kentucky, down to Georgia, Mississippi, and Louisiana. So I think that'll really help the family out. Check the property records. Thanks a
Yeah.
lot, man.
Thank you, brother. Fam, what's going on? Because I've been hearing conflicting reports. They were saying that Biden is about to drop out, or is that just like a right wing rumor? They were talking about Biden is about to drop out the race, but that came from like a right wing website, so they might have been capping. So did y'all hear that? What's the deal on that? That Biden was falling back from the campaign, because y'all holler at me. Let me know. Y'all know what the deal is. Let's get Oxtail in here. Let's get brother Oxtail. Have you heard about that, brother Oxtail? Just turn your mic on. Okay, brother Oxtail, you ain't saying nothing, brother. Well, I get Sir Major in here. Sir Major, what's the deal with that? Turn your mic on, Sir Major. Oh, Sir Major, unmute yourself. Okay, what's going on with everybody's phone? All right, Sir Major, you good? Okay, all right. Okay, I get you back. I don't know what's going on with that. Oxtail, let's try again. I don't know if it's your phone, my phone. So Oxtail, can you speak? Unmute your mic.
Mic is turned off. Mic is
There
on.
you,
Okay.
there you go. We hear you.
Hello.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
what's up, Uncle Tariq? How you doing, sir?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Man, I'm all right. I don't want to mess up your time or whatever, but Trump was speaking on TV for damn near an hour. He's still speaking. He's talking about how immigration is they flooding the country or whatever. But I just want to say, man, I want to hold you up. I'm a little nervous a little bit, but I appreciate you. You one of my role models. I love you, brother. And I'm on suspension. I'm on a 6-day suspension because I can't tweet because I was cursing out Joe colonizer, Joe
Oh,
Joe con artist. So you know what I mean. And you can't call people certain things, but you know what I mean. Be safe, take it easy. I'm gonna listen, sit
all
back
right.
and listen.
Thank you, brother. But yeah, I'm trying to find out what they had a rumor about Joe Biden. So I'm trying to see if that was accurate. Does anybody know if that is accurate? Sounds like Joe might be in the. I don't know. I don't know because a lot of these right wing, I think it was like Newsmax or somebody, one of them little janky sites said something like that. Um, let's get EJ. EJ, let's try Sir Major again. All right, Sir Major, can you turn your mic on?
Can you hear me good?
I can hear you better now.
All right,
Yes.
fantastic. So yeah, it is true that Joe Biden is he is going to be dropping out of the race. As you know, celebrity donors do not want to give him any money, any more money, so they're going to be holding about 40 some million that they were planning to give him. President Barack Obama also had told him privately, listen, we need you to jump out of the race. Uh, Senator Chuck Schumer said that they wanted him to jump out. Nancy Pelosi. So everybody is turning their backs on Joe Biden. So my predictions in terms of who's going to replace Joe Biden also said this, according to his staffers, that he is not going to endorse Kamala Harris.
Oh
Now,
damn.
the only people that can spend that 200 something million that's already in the war chest can be Kamala if Joe Biden is not going to be in the race. So Joe Biden can say, F y'all, I'm going to still run. If he does that, he's going to sow a wedge into the Democratic Party. So the Democratic parties right now are in shambles, and the pandering for black votes are going to skyrocket by next week. So this weekend, he's expected to make his official announcement.
Okay, there it is. All right, my man. Thank you so much, brother Black Alpha in the building. What's up, sir?
Peace, brother. Peace, man. Much respect, brother. Much respect. I actually heard exactly what Sir Major was saying. I was hearing that there's a civil war in the Democratic Party, and it seems like the only people who want Kamala are the black Democratic shills, the Roland Martins in them of the world. So
Yeah,
you notice that, brother?
yeah. I saw Roland almost about to cry, and he was in a restaurant. His head got all swole. What was that?
They on him bad. And Joy Reid right now, I'm not going to be surprised, brother, if in the next month or so Joy Reid gets fired, because Joy Reid is trying to do this boogeyman talk, and a lot of those white Democrats are telling her to knock it off, and she's
Yeah.
running her mouth. So her, Van Jones, all that smoke is going to come back down on the black Democrats. But I want to ask you one question, brother. I seen you
Yes.
put up the hidden colonizers. I got another suggestion, brother, if you want to make another documentary about these people.
Yes. What is
Tethers of Color, that'd be one.
it?
The black and brown coalition,
Well, yeah.
that would be the other one. And the other one I would give to, brother, is just running the same game like you said, brother. Hidden colonizers across the board. That'd be the main one. So if you stick with that one, brother, I'm all the way with you, family.
My man, appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a documentary about the fake black and brown coalition myth because we see how these people get down, man. We got all these Ryan Garcias and Conzos and Colognes. These guys have a colonizer energy, man. But yeah, man, I saw Roland up in a restaurant, looked like he about to cry. His eyes was bucking. Democrats in trouble. What we gonna do? He's sitting up in Papados somewhere, waiting on some biscuits to come out. Vote blue, no matter who. He's in panic mode. Like what? Poor Roland, man. So I'm like, what is going on over at the Democratic Party? Well, these people are losing it, man. They are absolutely losing it, man. Giselle, what? Okay, T.S. Giselle, why are you back up here? We already had you on. You over there? I thought you were over there in Paris. You got flued out by an African brother. All right, hold on, TS. What's going on? I thought you out there chilling with your African brother, TS Giselle. What's going on? You're trying to get back up here.
Yeah, so okay, so a lot of these events, sorry, I was unpacking my gifts from Hermes. A lot of these events took place while I was out of the country. It was very interesting to be out of the country with an assassination attempt against Trump, the controversy with Biden. So I'm just going to push back. Sergeant Major is not privy to what's going on in the Democratic Party. That information is hearsay. I believe it's Russian propaganda. There's been no decisions made by the Democratic Party whether Joe Biden would be the nominee or not. There has been conversations, but Joe Biden has not made his name up. That's right wing MAGA and Russian propaganda. Joe Biden will make the decision. Also, her name is Kamala, not Kamala. As Black people, pronunciation of her name is critical, so let's pronounce her name correct. She's the Vice President of the United States,
She said,
Kamala Harris. But what I wanted to ask you about, Tariq Nasheed,
"Yeah,
and for your reparations crew, is let's talk about Trump and his vice presidential pick. Because I'm not, you talk about tangibles, Tariq, and I've not heard Trump speak about reparations as being intangible. And all we've been hearing from reparationists over the last 2 years is we're going to vote for the Republicans. JD Vance is not going to support reparations. Donald Trump hasn't mentioned it. So are you picking the couch, Tariq? Because the tangibles that you speak about, I haven't heard. And it's, again, it was just very interesting to be an American in Europe. Everywhere I went, whether Dior or Hermes or Givenchy, everyone's when they heard my American accent, the first question they asked me was, "Talk about the election."
well, yeah."
So the election fascinates everyone globally.
And they were mad because they never met Bing Rames before. But yeah, but thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you for calling.
Have you purchased?
You know, Lord. Let's get EJ, then we'll get I think I don't know what your name is, beloved Mira.
Mira.
Okay, we'll get you right after EJ. EJ, what's up, brother?
What's up, Tariq?
How you doing, E?
I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I was just actually gonna pair whatever Sir Major and Black Alpha just said. I was talking with my old lady earlier, and she was telling me that she's not in these black spaces at all, so I can hear what she's saying, and she'll tell me the God's on the truth, like just out of her mouth. But then she's already telling me that basically she heard that Obama was whispering in Joe Biden's ear about him dropping out the race, and then as you can see, they've already been bypassing her and trying to get somebody else to step in their place. And I'm thinking they're trying to get Gavin Newsom. I'm not quite sure, but
Yeah.
it seems like they're trying to like angle towards Gavin Newsom to step up and come on out because he's actually been tweeting a lot more lately. I noticed.
Oh,
Um,
okay, brother. But it sound like you've been drinking a little bit, brother. Brother, it sound like he was struggling. Brother, sound like he didn't had him a couple of sips. All right, Mira, hop on, dear.
Okay. Oh, Giselle just threw me off. I just can't with the she's calling from Motel 6. Okay. What I was calling in about was I wanted to give you your flowers. Thank you for just yeah, I just can't with Giselle. She threw me correcting Kamala's name. We don't care. She's black during elections. We really
I know.
don't care. Camilla, Camaro, we don't care.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give you your flowers because I don't know. I called in a few months ago because you confused me with the Latino dentist or the one with the big teeth. You was
Oh,
like, yes, we are not the same. This is Mira
okay.
from LA. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm in Phoenix. I called in a few months ago and I told you I worked in the tech sector.
Yes.
So I deal with so much racism and white supremacy out here as a black woman.
No, ma'am. I just flew in from Champs Elysees, honey. You can't even spell
Giselle,
Champs Elysees.
Giselle, girl,
You can't
Giselle,
spell
girl,
Champs. Have you ever been to Champs
girl,
Elysees and
girl.
been
We will
on a
keep you up.
shopping spree, sweetie?
Delusional.
Has
Or
your
else
man
Fashion
ever purchased you a bag? Honey, I just posted the receipt. What does it say? Let me post it again. It
We
says
don't care.
Champs
We don't care.
Elysees. That
We
is
don't
the
care.
flagship. That is the flagship store for Louis Vuitton. It is the
Google.com. That's where you
flagship.
got your receipts
Honey,
from. Girl,
look at
bye.
the first page.
We
That
do
is
not
the
care, Giselle.
receipt
Your back
from
is
the
big.
flat.
You're calling from
It
Motel
is
6.
big.
You're on Grinder. We heard
It
Grinder is
is
going
big,
crazy right now.
sweetie.
Please,
It
girl.
is big. But
Yes.
between the two of us, I'm the only one that's got flued out to Paris.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. In your mind.
Okay?
In
So
your
now where's
mind.
your receipt from Champs-Élysées?
Girl,
The
I
finest
can't.
shopping district in the world, sweetie.
Girl, bye.
Where's your receipt from Regent Street in London?
All right, okay. But go ahead, Mira. I just
Oh God, Giselle, she just oh goodness, just I can't. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to say that I want to give you your flowers for just giving us guidance and like the professionals what we're dealing with on the corporate side
yes.
because I thought I was going crazy. My family was like, "Why do you keep dealing with so much at work?" And I was just like, "I don't know." But after listening to you for so many years, you put it all into perspective. It is white supremacy. It is
Mhm.
rooted in corporate and just listening to you daily, it really helps power through what we deal with from the day-to-day basis. Cause now I just let it like roll off my back because I'm like, yeah, you're a white supremacist. That's why you're doing this. You're doing this because yes, it's all rooted. So I just wanted to give you
Yeah.
your flowers with that.
Have you
This was
have you
off topic, but
have you have you read my book, FBA Race Baiter?
yes, I actually recommend it to other Black women in the corporate space as well because we had no idea what was going on. We thought we were going crazy. So you actually opened our eyes with a lot of those things.
Oh yeah, I was breaking down the whole corporate thing. Now you're in Arizona, or LA now.
No, I'm from LA, but I live here in Arizona. I work in tech.
Oh, okay. You got a dude out there because you're not a bad looking chick. You
Yes,
got a
I do. Yes, I do.
Where's your guy?
He's here.
Well, what does he do? What does the gentleman do?
I don't want to say.
I mean, damn. Okay, if he's trapping, it just just say he's into pharmaceuticals if he's trapping. But
No. Well,
this is,
you said we don't be answering and we don't be coming online to talk because we next to our guys. So I
oh
would just say
oh
I am here.
oh, oh, is he there with you?
Yes,
Tell him I said, "What's up, player?
he can hear you.
What's up, player? With that fine woman you got? Shout out to you. When y'all gonna get married and have kids?
I guess soon. I don't know.
How long y'all been together?
3 years.
And how old is he?
He is 35.
And how old are you?
I'm 40.
Okay. You're not bad looking for it. Got you a young dude. We got a little Arizona cougar in the building. Up here scratching niggas with your paw.
But I look good for 40.
Yes, you do. You're a very good looking sister. Yeah, so yeah. Go ahead, get him a PlayStation and y'all go ahead and tie the knot.
Yes, and please do not ever put me on with Giselle. Big back Giselle. Okay. I can't deal with her.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Okay.
Lovely sister. Let's get S. Davis. Listen, S. Davis.
Hey Tariq, good evening. How are you doing today?
Up, S. Davis. I see you over there. Is that oh my bad? I made a mistake and muted you. My bad. What did I do? What
I,
did I want? There
I
you go. Go
unmuted it.
ahead. How you doing, dear?
I'm doing good. Listen, I just had to get on. I normally listen quietly, but I wanted to say most people, if this would have happened to them, they would have been emotional, going off, losing it, stressed out. And when I'm saying the way you handle pressure and adversity, I got to get my hat off to you. It's just totally amazing. I don't know how you do it, but you just remain calm and you're just not rattled. So just
Yeah, man.
I'm
That's
impressed.
yeah. Hey, and sister, that's a very good observation because yesterday when stuff was going down, and I was down in D.C. and it was just everything was crashing down. The theaters was calling, and they were saying that the corporate wanted to cancel because of Joe Conzo's bogus ass letter, and then my flights kept getting canceled, so I'm stuck in D.C. It was raining. I couldn't get in contact with my lawyers because it was late and it was just a cluster flop going on. And I said, you know what? Shit happens. Yeah, I was stressing for a quick minute. Then I said, you know what? Shit happens. Yeah, I'm going to be all right. This is just shit happening. Man, this is life. Life is happening. Sometimes life happens. because I've been traveling all over the country just promoting the film and getting it ready, and so many people are getting ready to come out, and it's Oscar buzz going, and we needed this theatrical run for the Oscar buzz, so that got ruined, and a lot of stuff just kind of crashed out. But you know what? So the hell what? Shit happens, man. That's life. You think? I'm a foundational Black American. We deal with adversity all the time. You brush that off. I ain't tripping on this. Sometimes shit happens. Sometimes things crash out and go left. You dust off and you step it up. So it's a learning experience. You dig? So I look at it as the universe is teaching me something, and it is. I'm learning. One thing I'm learning is to um, work with more people who are on the same page so that we can get stuff done immediately. Because one thing I realized I need to call people that I'm already networking in with. So they helped out a lot with a lot of things. Networking is very important. That's extremely important. Networking. Also, um, when we do big projects, we got to understand how to make sure all of the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, just in case some haters with nothing to lose come around and try to put a wrench in the game. That means that we always have to prepare and have things tight and in order so that we can alleviate issues like this. Because one thing that I wish I could have provided for the theaters was the insurance forms for my lawyers. That would have helped. Now, I didn't have those on me, and I couldn't get in touch with my lawyers who had all of our insurance forms to help ease the minds of the people at the corporate distribution theaters to let them know, hey, everything is going to be cool, everything is covered, but I just didn't have all that stuff. So it's a learning experience. So next time we do big projects, I just got to have all of that in order beforehand. That means I just have to step it up beforehand because you never know when a hater is going to come in the mix and try to sabotage stuff. So we got to be ready for haters at all times. So that's one of the lessons that I got from it. One, we as foundational Black Americans, we're pretty much all we got, which we already knew that. And two, we just got to be ready for haters and sabotaging haters at all times. And again, I want to network with more folks. I got my brother Michael Ward. He's my computer guy, and he's doing some video logging. He's logging some stuff for me, something that was very meticulous, but he's a tech wizard and he understands how to use AI to log certain things. Because it dawned on me, I said, I'd been procrastinating with logging some video stuff. And because I thought, okay, this is going to be a very meticulous thing. Then it dawned on me, I said, hey, wait a minute, why don't I get somebody who knows how to do um, tech stuff and AI stuff and just kind of have them knock it out? And my brother is knocking it out right now, and he's almost done. And this is something that I've been kind of procrastinating with for a couple of months. So we got to start surrounding ourselves, and you guys, I'm gonna start reaching out to some of y'all asses because some of y'all got all types of hidden damn talents. You know, you talk to people, they be knowing all types of shit and having all types of talent that can be utilized, that can be brought to the table. And I want to start networking with you guys more because, man, you never know who you meet and what they got going on, and you never know when you need them. You never know when there's an emergency and you got somebody that you can hit up and look out. Like when I come out to New York, if I need an emergency ride, I get stuck somewhere. I got my FBA brother in Brooklyn who has a car service. Brother, come on through. Brother won't even charge me. You think? There's people like that, people who just come on through and make things happen. And I got a brother down in Maryland who does posters. Like if we need emergency posters or emergency flyers, because we needed something for an event one time, a dude just came through with it. Stuff like that. I mean, you never know what talent and services people have. It's very important to network. I want to network with more of you guys so that when we need stuff going, we could just call on each other and just get things popping. You know, some of you guys who are lawyers, we definitely need our brothers who are lawyers, people who are herbalists, people who are into, holistic stuff. We need the next Dr. Sebi. We need the next Laila Africa. We need the next Tahuti Mayad Ra. We need some more you guys. Because, we've been going to our brother Tahuti and those cats for years. And, Layla Africa and Sebi, they passed on and transitioned. So we need a whole new crop of our holistic brothers and sisters. Queen Afua, she's been around for a long time, but we need a whole crop of those people who are into the holistic health. We need that. And many other things. All right. Let's get Brother Moko with this. Brother Moko in the building.
What's going on, Tariq? Thanks for
What's up?
letting me speak.
How you doing, brother? You good?
Yeah, definitely good. Definitely good. Thanks for letting me speak. I'm glad you're waking us up. I'm having a space Monday afternoon early with DMV docs, Dr. Ross, a holistic doctor, and I'm
Mm,
glad that you're waking that up because we got to start taking our health very seriously. Just like Neely Fuller says, our health is our time and energy. That equals our health, and if we don't have our energy and our time correct, nothing is correct. So I'm
yeah,
glad that you're waking that up. And one other point that black people are definitely supporting black businesses. I have a black business, and I mean, I just had a black American brother just come past the other day and just drop some bread on me and just didn't want anything. Just said, "Look, man, I support you," and I just made a post about that on my page, just like putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? It's just showing our family that this shit is alive. You know what I'm saying? We are circulating our dollars in
yes,
our
sir.
own hands. So thanks for waking that up, Tariq.
Thank you so much. Let's get Brother Diabetic. The brother, speaking of holistic health, Diabeast. That's his name. Diabeast, what's up, brother?
What's going on, Flex? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. You seem like you into the holistic health thing.
Yeah, so like I had diabetes in 2017. I healed myself through vegan, going vegan,
Beautiful.
and lately I've been dealing with a herbalist. I have a couple videos with her, and she's really nice when it comes to healing. But I wanted to talk to you and say I'm a fan of your work. As
Yes.
a fellow, I'm a videographer and a photographer as well. So I do a lot of my videos myself. And if you're ever in the Bay Area, you can holler at me, bro, and I'll take your pictures for you, do some videos for you. I mean, I got everything all hooked up. So
Um, I'm gonna follow you so you can DM me because we do need photographers when we go to different cities. Because when we did the thing in DC, we had a brother out there who's just kind of freelancing, and he did some phenomenal pictures. So I need some of you guys to be official photographers in some of these cities. So we definitely need to connect.
for sure, I have a website you can go to as well. I'll DM that to you as well.
Per-
So it has all my work on there. But actually, my real name's Percy. So when you had that cartoon with Percy Earl, it had me dying because I was like, man, I have the old nigga name, man. You gonna do me like that?
Now, what's your middle name? What's your middle name?
Floyd. So
Percy Floyd. Damn.
so
Percy
so so
Floyd.
basically, my family's from Louisiana, and my dad's side's from Louisiana, and my mom's from Arkansas. So we
Oh,
found it to the,
yeah.
to the core. So
Yes, my man. All right, Percy Floyd, man.
don't.
Not Percy Floyd. Man. But the family, yeah, we do need photographers. I had one dude. Oh, he was horrible. I had this one dude. We did an event at the museum. This brother was so horrible, man. This brother's pictures were horrible. I was so pissed. He was a brother. He had an Asian girlfriend. His brother came through, had an Asian chick with him, and he was taking pictures, and we got the pictures. They all blurry. Like, dude, we could have got a camera phone to do better than this. What kind of shit is this? So I'm always on the lookout for thorough photographers. So if you're in LA, especially if y'all in LA where I am, y'all holler at me. My photographers, lawyers, all of you guys, architects, um, people who own printing shops, all of that, holler at me. All right, let's get a couple of more calls in here because we do have a lot of folks in here. But yeah, I'm in good spirits, man. You know, shit happens. You know, unfortunate, and we had my PR firm. You know, they were really pissed because these people had me. We're doing interviews with like major publications. I just did an interview with USA today. You dig? So we're doing all of this press, all of this publicity, and your boy Joe Conzo, this damn hater, put a wrench in that. Yeah, that's that black brown coalition doing what it's doing. That's why I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. Let's get Snub Nose. Now, Snub Nose, why you got a picture of this baby in there, man? Why you got Krishan Rock's baby as your profile picture, man? What's up, Snub Nose?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, when you create the microphone check West Coast edition, do you think you're gonna have any backlash from Mexicans since we're
No,
talking
because
about LA?
no, because out here they know not to go that way with it. It's different in LA. I'm saying out here, but I'm in New York now. That Joe Conzo, Derek Cologne shit don't play out there like that. No, 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 no. They're not gonna be on that at all because the brothers in LA, they not gonna have that. These guys are not gonna be walking around with all of that we created at 50-50 nonsense. So yeah, that would get checked very, very early because look, they're trying. Again, I posted a retweeted a video of an Asian girl had on a blue Pendleton and she was in front of a lowrider that was bouncing up and down and she was crip walking. And the caption was like, yeah, um, um, what was it? Chicano culture reaches Japan. Like Chicano culture? The hell? Blue Pendletons and crip walking is Chicano culture? The hell it is. So again, they're already trying to test the waters and doing that same thing on the West Coast. They're testing it. They're not going full fat Joe like, hey, we did it 50-50 and all that. They ain't doing that. They know they're gonna get pushback. So they're trying to push that line. Very interesting dynamic. All right, let's get a couple of more folks. Where the ladies at? Let me talk to more of the women. I like talking to the ladies. Where are the ladies? And I mean ladies, not T.S. Giselle. Where are the ladies? Let's get conscious. She got a picture of me in here. Shout out to this sister. Are we at the museum in this picture? Look like we at the Hidden History Museum in this picture. What's up, Conscious Widow? What's up, dear? Turn the microphone on, beloved. Oh, yeah, we are at the museum. I can tell.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How are you, beloved?
I'm good. How are you? You see my picture in the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I remember taking that picture with you, too.
You do? Oh, okay, good. So I got a question. I just came on. I came in a little bit late, and I heard you saying something about I know got Joe Conzo and all them been hating. So I came in a little bit late. Is it not showing in Philly anymore?
No, it's not. It's not. Joe Conzo threw a wrench in the game, and they took it out of all the theaters around the country because of punk ass Joe Conzo sending that letter, knowing that the images and everything is under fair use, and he know it wasn't no copyright. He was just being on some hater ass level. So yeah, it's not even in Philly no more. It was they because he just sent the letter to the New York theater, but once it got up to corporate, they were like, we can't, we don't know what this guy's about. We don't know, and it's too late. And Tariq can't edit the film in time. So, it spooked him, and, that's what they wanted. That's what Conzo and those dudes wanted. So,
Wow, that's out of pocket. That's that black and brown coalition. Well,
real
you
talk.
you
Real talk. Now, yeah, what part of hip hop is that? That right there is proof that y'all ain't got nothing to do with no damn creation of hip hop. What the hell part of hip hop is that? That's hip cop. That's cop shit. That's Karen stuff. Yeah, that ain't good. That's anti hip hop. Yeah, real talk. All right, let's get a couple of people in here because we do have a lot. And I see you down there, Nikki. Everybody say what's up to my sister Nikki, the God in the building. Aki, are you in Texas, dear? Are you still in Texas or are you in Atlanta? Let me talk to my sister Aki real quick because I just want to make sure you were all right because I know there was some stuff going on in Houston and I wasn't sure if you were still in Texas. Um, I just wanted to make sure you're safe and you're good. Let me know if I need to send you a bag of noodles or something. If I need to, you know. Hey, beloved.
I'm in Texas. We're still toughing it out down here.
Are your people still some of their electricity out? What's going on?
Yes, there are still areas that are struggling to get power back on. I'm
Okay.
sure you can guess a little bit about the demographics of those areas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, Whereas other spots that I'm hearing, like River Oaks, never lost power to begin with. So
Wow.
they have a special grid, apparently.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're safe out there, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I already got my stuff cleaned up. Just lost a fence and a tree. That's it.
Okay. Good. Good. Okay, beloved. I just wanted to check in on you, dear.
Okay, thank you for checking in. All right,
Uh,
bye.
Aki, the lovely Aki. Aki, what movie was Aki in? I think Aki was in American Maroon. I made Aki get in the movie. I'm like, Aki, you are too fly and articulate to not be up here spitting that hot fire. All right, let's okay, yes, okay. Devin. Dusty Devin in the building. Okay. Okay. Do y'all want to hear from if y'all want to hear from Dusty Devin, um, the peppercorn hair having tether, everybody give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. If y'all want to hear from Dusty Devin, family, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Family. Oh God. Everybody, let me look down here. Everybody like, boo. Y'all don't want to hear from Dusty Devin? What's your, they don't want to hear from you, Devin. Everybody's giving the thumbs down. We got one thumbs up. Everybody's Sir Major's giving the thumbs down. Roger thumbs down. Don't nobody want to hear from Dusty Devin. They were like, no. They don't want to hear from. Hold on. Just Dusty Devin. It's unanimous. They don't want to hear from you. They don't want to hear musty talk. They do not want to hear musty hater. They just don't want to hear it, Devin. I mean, he's bound. Wait, hold on. Let me. Okay, let's just. Devin, what do you got to say to the people? The people, they don't want to hear you, Devin. What? How do you feel about that? Everybody's giving you the thumbs down, Devin. How do you feel about the FBA family giving you the thumbs down? Hop in, Devin. Devin, put your ashy emoji thumb down and unmute your microphone. He's the only person who has an ashy emoji. All right, Devin. All right. Devin is still trying to get it together. All right. Let me see. While Devin is over there struggling with his Instacart phone. Hold on 1 second. Let's get Indigo. Indigo in the building. What's up, Indigo? All right, Indigo ain't saying nothing. All right, let's get the Earth Angel. The Earth Angel. And then we'll get Brother Marcel in the building. Well, let's get Marcel in here. Brother Marcel, let's get Marcel on first. I'm good, brother. How are you, Brother Marcel?
I'm good. I just have one question. It really, really infuriates me what that tether is doing.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, does this sabotage your film's chance of getting an Oscar nomination? That's
Yeah,
all I want to know.
Yeah, thank you, brother. It actually did because we needed a full week of a theatrical run, and the film needed to play 3 times a day, and the theater out here was set up for that. And I think, to be honest, I think that's why they did it. I think that's why Konzo did it. Um, and many people believe that he was working in cahoots with Cologne. And I think they did it to specifically sabotage our chance of getting an Oscar nomination because there has been a lot of Oscar buzz around the film. And these folks, they've been trying to sabotage it from day one, to be honest. They've been trying to sabotage it from day one. So, again, to me, this just reassures what we've always said about that black brown coalition, which is what we talk about in the film, to be honest. They just proved everything that we said. Ain't no damn coalition. If they can't leech off of us, they'll go scorched earth. You understand? That's what it is. The Earth Angel, hop on.
Hey Tariq,
What's up, Earth Angel? How are you?
good.
Now, what city you in? What
I
city you
just
in?
wanted to.
What city you in, Earth Angel?
I'm in Las Vegas,
Oh,
Nevada.
cool. All right. So what's on your mind, dear?
I just wanted to give you some words of
Mm.
encouragement. And yeah, I'm this exposes our experience in this country, especially how we get sabotaged, how people think that they could just leech off of us, steal from us. Yeah, and so this should be the end of that black and brown
Real
shit.
talk.
I don't want to never ever hear that black and brown shit. And they've been saying imitation is a form of flattery. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's a form of fucking
Yes, it
erasure.
is.
And that's
My
it.
man. Thank
All
you so much,
right.
beloved. Yeah. I'm so, dude, y'all don't understand. I feel what this is to feel. Nobody, I better not hear nothing about no black brown coalition. These people, this little stunt, Conzo and those, they done marked a line in the sand. And I'm telling you, some of these New York cats, yeah, they feel a certain way about that. Some of these old school cats, they don't like that either. That was a real dirtbag move. It ain't that wasn't about no infringement. Again, dude, there was 2 images in the film that dude had, and we made sure we tried our best to not have any of his joints in. And there were a couple of unattributed images that slipped under the cracks, and he could have easily hit me up and we would have taken it out. But no, the name of the game was to sabotage our joint, and that's what they did. You know, and that was the intent from the beginning. And that looks funny style, but yeah, yeah, we used to it. Shit happens. Doctor Sintu, hop in. Doctor Sintu, where you at, man? Unmute your microphone, sir.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's me. You called me out.
Yeah, yeah. What's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, Ty, how you doing, man?
I'm good, Sintu. Now, where you from, brother?
Ethiopia.
There you go. So what's on your mind, Sintu?
Uh, what's on my mind is the Fanos, the freedom fighters.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fighting. The state has been captured by a terrorist.
Oh, really? Over there in your homeland?
Yes, sir.
It's always some kind of war going on over there. It was the
Yeah, actually, Tariq, I know you know this, but Ethiopia is last, the last strong black nation on this earth, and basically, Linda Thompson,
hmm
the UN ambassador. Yeah, they everybody tried to destroy that country because they King Menelik, were never colonized by the colonizers, and right now in the Mara region, there's actually genocide going on, as you
Yeah.
know, and the
Yeah.
freedom fighters are fighting the Oromo government,
Okay. I hope
and
they get together, man. Yeah. Yeah. I hate to see any type of conflict, go on, and there's a genocide. There's always conflict over there.
right.
People meddling with the internal affairs. So I hope everybody pulls through. Now, where are you now? Are you in Canada or the U.S.? Because usually y'all be in Canada.
No, actually, I'm in the second largest city in a place called Bahardar. It's outside of the capital city.
Oh, okay, so you're in Ethiopia now.
I am,
Oh, cool. Okay.
and we just got back the phone line, cell phone tower, but it was up for a year.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, just 2 weeks ago, they I think it had pressure on it, so they kind of let us use it now. So,
Oh, my man. I mean, good
and
luck
I
to
support you, Tariq. I support your work, and I'm a fan.
you, my man. I appreciate you, brother. And be
Thank you.
safe. You notice, man, the brothers and sisters who are actually living over there, many of them are actually cool. I want y'all to notice that. Notice people when they call from the countries they're from, usually they're pretty cool. Yeah. Usually the disposition is pretty cool when they're in their homeland. It's the ones that get over here who be talking stupid as hell. Yeah. It's the ones who get over here who talks dumb as hell. Yeah. But yeah, the ones over there, they're riders. And again, like I said, I've traveled to these countries, and I've been to Zimbabwe. The people over there, they treated me wonderfully. They treated me absolutely wonderfully over there. I have no problem with them. When I was in South Africa, they treated me wonderfully. The only people who had a problem with me were people who had left South Africa because they were upset with me because I was filming everywhere I went in South Africa, and there's a lot of shanty towns and townships over there that were kind of dilapidated, and they didn't want me filming. They're like, "Why are you showing us like this, nigga?" I'm like, "Shit, this is how people are living. I'm looking for the wealthy areas where all the black folks are balling out. I was looking for them, couldn't find them, and that's no disrespect." But yeah, the ones who weren't there, they have a they feel a certain way about the image of their homeland. You know, real interesting dynamic. All right, how many? We got a lot of people in here. But listen, family, listen. Microphone check. Boy, this movie is so controversial, man. We could do a documentary about all of the stuff happening surrounding microphone check. It's always some damn controversy with this damn film, man. You don't have that much controversy around a film unless the film is hitting on some damn truth. You just don't have. We're hitting on something. We got to go through all this, the praises and the sabotage. The movie is hitting on something. And for those who've seen it, you know how wonderful the film is. It's a wonderful film. Get the Blu-ray at microphonecheck.com. We're going to have it streaming once we do a couple of edits. We're going to edit those pictures out, and we're going to have it on FBA stream possibly by next week. Devin, hop in, man. Dusty Devin. Devin, what's on your mind, man? All right, Devin.
Okay, finally, listen. Okay, first of all, why do you hate me? Not you, but people here. They hate me.
Okay, people, why do y'all hate Devin? Why people? You think people hate you? Why do you think they hate you? I don't think they hate
I
you.
think I saw the Sir Major. This guy's an Oyibo. This guy's an this
He's a
guy's a
what?
Oyibo. He's not an FBA. He's not a black man. This guy's a he's a con man. Listen, listen. I want to say a couple
I
of things.
gotta let Sir
Uh,
Major and have you just say something.
no, no.
No,
Sir,
I gotta let him on too. You
listen,
say something.
Sir Major. You are an Oyibo, and you say Nikita go the fuck some guy. What What you you say? say? I don't eat monkey meat or bush meat, so I couldn't speak to that. Li- listen to this. I cannot listen to a white supremacist talk to me like this. Come on, man.
Hi, Lord.
Listen, take him away. Take him away. Listen, I want to talk to you about Ethiopia. This guy is a fraud, okay? This guy is a fraud. No, Hush Puppy is the fraud. Listen, Hush Puppy listen. got You arrested in Dubai from running a play on the United States government. look at this guy. He tried to deflect. He do not want to talk about You his guys are lineage. highest in maternity fraud, academic Listen, fraud, insurance fraud, financial no, frauds. You we are guys, the highest. We are sir, you are known for highest the fraud. earners in America. The highest earners in America. Okay, okay. Now that you heard this,
and I have the
But
statistics to
hey
prove
Devin,
that. Okay.
here's the reality. The reality is this: you all don't have anybody
Reality
to
is you
blame
are an
but
Oyibo.
yourself. See,
You are
we
an
got the white
Oyibo.
man to blame. Y'all got nothing but Africans to blame over there. Africa is
Li-
supposed to be this beautiful continent with all
Listen,
these
we
riches,
have our
and you
country. We
guys over
have
there
our country.
starving
You do
for
not have a
40 cents
country.
a day. You can
We
feed
have
your
our
entire
country.
village.
You do not have a country. Okay?
35 cents a
You
day
do
fed
not
your
have a
entire
country.
village. You
You
should
are
be
a
on your
slave.
knees
You are a
thanking
nakata.
Black Americans.
We no, thank you for what? You know about Ethiopia. This guy before he was from Ethiopia. Shout out to Menata Zuka. He's my friend. Listen, Ethiopia has never been colonized. Never.
Sir, Ethiopia is a third world country. And when
You,
Donald
you
Trump gets
do you
back
do
in
not know what
office,
you
you're
have
going
not
to
been
have
to
some
Addis
sense
about.
about yourself.
Have you been to Addis?
No, I have no reason to
Then
go.
then how can you say it's
Sir,
a third world
I
country?
don't need to be there to know that you come from a shit. I'm sorry, you come from a bad place.
Listen.
But Tariq, I
You
wanted to
do
talk
not
about
you do
Joe,
not
so I'll wait.
Okay,
take this Oyibo.
got to get Dusty Devin now. But go ahead, Sir Major.
Okay, so about Joe, man, that call was quite interesting, and it was actually a two-piece call. So we're gonna have to put that together and post it tomorrow for transparency. But on that call today, he said that FBA were making threats to his wife. When asked what was those threats, he says there was threats to give his wife an FBA tune-up. So I said, what is an FBA tune-up? He said he didn't know. The other thing is I got him to admit that he actually saw the film in its entirety. He purchased the copy, Blu-ray, DVD. So
Yeah.
he actually, I said, so wow, so you supported Tariq Nasheed? He says, well, I wouldn't call it supporting. The other thing that we talked about on that call was he did not necessarily rule out or he didn't necessarily agree with the 50-50 split with the pioneering of hip hop. Okay. So we
Hmm.
kind of got him to make a little ground with that. He did not really double down on Fat Joe's statement. The other thing is that we found really interesting in that cease and desist was there was a lot of buzzwords. Okay, so he talked about being a minority, a
Right.
man of color. Right? I said a man of color. Damn, that's our shit. He tried to pull a us on us. Right?
Yeah.
So then he talked about having an activist mother from the Bronx. So he played on the cultural identities of Black Americans to try to get you canceled. Right?
Yeah.
He pulled the NAACP on us. And so we're gonna the FBA Death Row family, we're gonna be responding fearlessly on tomorrow. And then one other thing that we found interesting is that um, he this is the same guy before the documentary got released. This is the same guy that, if you remember the Rock the Bells article, he got Rock the Bells to retract their statement or take the article down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Hmm.
this is prior to the documentary even being released, prior to the trailer being released. This guy has already shown his disposition about Tariq and FBA. So and he again in the call he was doing a lot of pocket tapping. He was checking your pockets, talking about your finances, talking about personal things. And
Yeah.
then when I did the follow up call and said, hey, bingo, you got it done, you got the show canceled. He tried to play the higher role, like, oh, well, I didn't do that. Tariq got it canceled. So
Oh no, man, please.
yeah,
No, no.
he said that you were responsible for getting it canceled. We also, I don't know if you got part of the got the information that we also called respectfully. We called Quad Cinema, and they basically, stated what you said again is that it's not necessarily canceled, but they have to do all the logistical things, run it past legal and things of that nature. So we got you back, man. We're still fighting, and I just wanted to give you that transparency.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Yeah. Shout out to Quad and Landmark, because Quad is a part of Landmark, and they're very cool. They've been very cooperative, and I get where they're coming from. They're very good people. They're very professional, and they don't know that this hater, they don't realize, because they've never seen this before. But there's never been a project like this before. You understand? When you have something this innovative and something this creative and popping that's coming from the grassroots, especially the Black grassroots, a lot of people can't fathom how we get hated on and how vicious the damn hate and sabotage is. So we're used to it. We're used to it. All right. But everybody, you need to go to microphonecheck microphonecheck.com. Get the Blu-ray. Microphonecheck.com. You can get the Blu-ray. We're gonna still keep pushing. I really hate the only thing that really chaps my ass is just the Oscar qualifications. That got because of Konzo that got tanked. The Oscar qualification because this was going to win an Oscar nomination. It's such a great film, and you know the hate is real out there. Oh, the hate is real. But we're gonna revise. Shout out, what's up, Brooke? See my sister Brooke, and I didn't see you earlier. What's up, Brooke? But yeah, we're gonna revise and take those little 2 5-second things out. It's only like a couple of seconds of the BS in there. So that's being changed as we speak. But anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. Look, go get your deodorant. Rootworkstyle.com. Get that Rootwork deodorant, rootworkstyle.com, and go get the film, man. Microphonecheck.com. Microphonecheck.com, ladies and gentlemen. All right, man. Y'all have a good night, man. Papi Akute, Lullaby to the family.
Hi, I'm Mateo. Do you want to learn about Hidden Heroes? Hidden Heroes from A to Z is a cool book that tells the stories of amazing black heroes you might not know about. You'll meet inventors, you'll meet explorers, and leaders who change the world. It's fun, inspiring, and you can learn so much. Get your copy now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Let's discover our hidden heroes together.